Howard Townsend today, and he's going to share with us about the history of the Royal Canadian Legion.
Hello. I'm a local historian that tells way too many stories. I tell stories so people can learn. Let me tell you this one. This presentation is a brief history of the Royal Canadian Legion. The Royal Canadian Legion has a long history of proudly supporting veterans. When the First World War came to an end, and numerous veteran groups and regimental associations representing former service members were created. Despite their shared goals, efforts were fragmented and unsuccessful. An appeal for the unity led to the formation of the Dominion Veterans Alliance, and in Winnipeg, Manitoba, in 1925, the Legion was founded as the Canadian Legion of the British Empire Service League. And this was their logo. It was incorporated by a special act of Parliament, and the charter was issued in July 1926. On December 19, 1960, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II gave her consent to use the prefix Royal, and the organization became known as the Royal Canadian Legion, as is displayed on a Legion beret. The act was later amended in 1961 to make the change official. The Legion's initial main objective was to provide a strong voice for World War I veterans. However, the advent of the Second World War created a host of new demands. The Legion expanded to offer more dedicated support to veterans as well as those serving abroad. Today, the Legion continues to improve the lives of veterans, including serving Canadian Armed Forces and the RCMP and their families. This has been our principal objective since the inception, and we will continue to work for it today and every day. Now, to give some perspective to this, in the First World War, the war to end all wars, the Victory Medal stated on the back, on the front it had the winged victory. On the back it says, the Great War for Civilization, 1914-1919. That's because Canada and some of the other countries were still serving in Siberia. In 1936, the Vimy Memorial was completed, and a large contingent of veterans, some of their families, went to Vimy to see the opening. And this is the medal for those that participated at that event. And this is more like a table medal that says Canada, France. The land that the Vimy Memorial is on was given to Canada. I had the opportunity to accompany my father on a battalion tour of Belgium and France, and at one point, one of the participants asked the tour guide, "How did you get into this line of work?" And he waved his hand out the windshield. And each of these spots is a Commonwealth cemetery. He says, "How could I not?" This was the page for Arras. Cambrai is not much different. Vimy is down here someplace. It's just a postage stamp. Lens was a famous Canadian battle. It was also the site of Hill 70. And so Europe is peppered. In those cemeteries, these were the typical poppies that maybe the locals would use. These are the North American version. I've gone through this relatively quickly, and I would encourage you, if you have the opportunity in your community, drop into a Legion.